Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, my name's Emily. And I have not filmed a video here in a hot minute. I just feel like this is like the best lighting in my apartment. I don't know why I don't film here more often. I've been doing a lot of vlogs lately, so if you haven't watched those, go check them out. And also, if you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on my post notifications so that you never miss when I post a new video. So today, I'm going to be bringing you guys my very best work from home tips. If you have been subscribed to me for a while or know anything about me, you know that I currently work a work from home corporate job. So Monday to Friday, I am grinding away at my home, working from home. Today is actually a Monday when I'm filming this, and I am just taking a little break from work to film. But I wanted to bring you guys my best work from home tips. I also have worked from home for almost probably like 2 years now, because I was actually working from home in a different job before COVID. And then I took this new job in August of last year. So anyways, just had to give my credentials as to why I got the tips for you guys. I also already have a video of my work from home essentials, so go make sure to check those out. They are all linked in that video. Those are a lot of different products and things that I love having with me to help me work from home, but today's video is more so tips and tricks and how to get you through working from home, because a lot of people think that it's a breeze, and if you work from home, you know it's not always a breeze. So I got my little handy dandy iPad here with all of my tips, and I have quite a few, so let's just hop right in. So the first kind of overarching topic I wanted to talk to you guys about is organization. Now, I know that probably seems redundant, but once I get into these tips, you guys will understand why. So the first two things I'm just gonna get right out of the way, because I know you guys have probably heard it 1,000,002 times, but it is so worth mentioning, is to-do lists and monthly planners. Now, hear me out. If you are not a list person, please become a list person, because it will make your life so much easier. I don't care how you want to take notes or make lists, whether it be on an iPad. I obviously have an iPad, but I actually prefer to do my notes for my job in a little notebook. I have it linked in that other work from home essentials video that I will also link for you down below. It's off Amazon, and it's very customizable to however you want to make your list. So I would definitely recommend doing that. It just gets all of your thoughts onto a sheet of paper. So not only is it great to be organized, but I am the type of person that I will just think about things and worry about things that are on my to-do list. Like, I know last night was a Sunday night, and all yesterday, that's all I was thinking about is everything that I had to do for work today. But if you take a little bit of time, write it down, it gets it off of your mind and onto paper, and so you can enjoy the rest of your day. With that, I also think that having a monthly planner recently has been a game changer. I haven't done this up until recently, but what I did was I found like a blank template on Google, and I printed out a bunch of them, and I have been organizing my upcoming months ahead of time, so that way when the month comes, I can look at it and I know exactly what needs to be done on what date. Now, this is helpful, and you guys might be like, why do you need a to-do list and a monthly planner? Because I treat my to-do list more of day to day, but if there's something that needs to be done, say at the end of the month, I will completely forget about it if I don't write it down somewhere. So like I said, whether you want to do a monthly planner on your iPad or print it out like me, it seriously helps so much for those kind of ongoing or more long-term tasks, whereas the to-do lists are better for day-to-day. Now, outside of typical work from home or really any job list, monthly planner organization, I do have some other organization tips that have seriously helped me perfect my work from home strategies. Having a dedicated workspace and keeping your space clean is so important. These are, again, some of the things that you're not gonna realize how important it is until you actually do it. If my workspace is not clean, my mental space is not clean. I am such, I don't know if neat freak is the right term, but seriously, when it comes to my workspace, it has to be clean and laid out, because then it will get me in a clean mental headspace as well, and really helps me organize my workday better, and it just helps me be more efficient throughout my workday. So I would definitely highly recommend keeping your workspace clean if you have not already. Now, with that being said, another thing that I think a lot of people don't think about and can kind of be hard when you're getting adjusted to working from home is separating your home life from your work life. Me and my team, my whole team is remote, and we talk about this all the time. When you work from home, it is really hard to separate your work life from your home life, and not just physically, but also mentally. So I know that not everybody is blessed enough to have a dedicated workspace or a whole separate home office, but even if it's just as simple as don't work from the couch, work from your dining room, or work from, I don't know, a different space in your living room, or work from your couch, don't work from your bed, so that the space that you are spending your time after work isn't the same as the space that you are working at. Because I've just found if I sit at my desk all day to work and then I go and edit a YouTube video at my desk at night, I am so drained because I'm not moving around, I'm not doing anything. So normally what I'll do is work at my desk and edit a YouTube video or watch TV or whatever after my work on the couch, or I will work from my dining room table and then I will go into the office or the living room at night. Just having that dedicated separate space, even if it's literally 3 feet apart, seriously, it makes your mental headspace so much clearer, and you will be better about focusing on work when you're working and focusing on your home life when you are spending time doing things that are personal to you. So the next little section that I made some tips for is routine. I am such a routine person, and I once was not, and I cannot tell you, I have had times where I had a routine and then I was out of it. I've had times where I was out of a routine and then I got in one, and I am constantly, whenever I'm out of my routine, I'm wishing that I was back in it. And even sometimes when I'm in my routine, I'm like, oh, I'm so sick of this routine, but then as soon as I'm out of it, I'm wishing that I was back into it. So some routine tips. Have a morning routine. Now I know that not everybody has all this time in the morning. I personally wake up at 6 a.m. and I don't even start work until 8:30, just because I really like to allow myself to have time to get up, go to the bathroom, wash my face, lay in bed with my cat and enjoy a cup of coffee, maybe watch some YouTube videos. I like to tidy up my apartment in the morning if there's anything left out from the night before. Just having that routine is seriously so helpful because it wakes you up and it gets you in the right mindset to work for the day. If you are just like waking up and rolling out of bed and hopping on your computer, I promise you will not be as efficient as if you wake up. And like I said, I know not everybody has an hour and a half in the morning. Like, I give myself time. Some people are not morning people like that. If you start work at 8, just get up by 7:30. Give yourself 30 minutes to change your clothes, do something with yourself to make yourself feel more awake, productive. I don't even mean putting on makeup. I know, like, I don't have makeup on today. I hardly ever wear makeup anymore now that I am working from home, because I just like to let my skin breathe. But doing those little things like waking up, having your coffee, reading a book, washing your face, even if it's only 30 minutes, it will change the productivity of your day. Productivity. I said that really weird. It will change the productivity of your work from home day, I promise you. Another huge thing that I think people don't realize how important it is. I feel like all of these things, a lot of people, myself included, don't realize how important it is working from home, hence why I'm making this video for you guys. But something that I definitely took for granted at first was scheduling your breaks. My boss is so keen on make sure that you are taking your 15-minute break in the morning and 15-minute break in the afternoon, or however your work schedule is set up. I now make my own hours, so thankfully if I want to put in a little bit of more work time in the morning or in the afternoon, I can take a little bit of a longer break. But having those breaks, whether it be 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, is so important. And like I said, I definitely took that for granted, and I did not use my breaks how I should, and I was just getting so burnt out. So it might seem like while you're working it's an inconvenience because you have to stop what you're doing, but in the end it will result in you being more productive and just mentally happier and feeling more at ease with your balance of work versus personal time. On that note, another thing that I really struggled with when I first started working remote a few years ago was having other people respect my time. Now, this goes for both work and family and friends. Now, I do have to say I'm very blessed. My family has always been super understanding of my job despite the fact that I've been working from home for the last few years. But with that being said, I did struggle with some friends and people just not realizing that when you work from home, it doesn't mean that it's a free-for-all. So that's the first point, is that Make sure that your friends and family realize that just because you work from home doesn't mean that it's a free-for-all. That doesn't mean that you can necessarily make your own hours, or that, you know, you can spend 4 hours shopping during the day with them or things like that. I had a few friends a while back that I think they just really didn't realize the schedule that I was on. And, you know, sometimes a lot of people underestimate the work that you have to put in working from home, and it can be just as demanding, if not more demanding, than an office job. And so just make sure that those people that are in your life are respecting your time, and that they realize that just because you work from home doesn't mean that your job is not important and demanding, and just make sure that those people respect that time. Now, also on the flip side of that, make sure that the people that you work with respect your personal time. I know that I had a few tough conversations with some of the people that I've worked with, being like, listen, I am more than happy to get right to this in the morning, but it is 8 p.m. so I am taking my personal time. I have to do this to recharge myself and be able to be as efficient as I can the next day. So make sure that people are respecting your personal time after hours. And also, don't let yourself go over the amount of time that you know you should be dedicating yourself to work. It is so important to have your personal time, and I am so huge on, I feel like I try to be really balanced on, you know, grind, gotta hustle, make that money, build yourself up in the business world, but also don't have that toxic positivity mindset. You need breaks, you need personal time, you need to do things for you. The reality of it is that your job is going to continue on whether you are there or not. So you need to put yourself first so that you can be your best self during your off time and during your work time. I sound like, should I be a motivational speaker? Like, no, I'm just kidding. Totally not there yet. But seriously, that is so, so important. Also, going off of that, maintain consistent work hours. Now, I know that if you make your own schedule like I do, this can be really hard. I have caught myself starting work at like 6:50 in the morning. I have caught myself ending work at 7 p.m. and that is just not okay. Try to put yourself on a schedule. Now, thankfully, I know some people have jobs where their schedule is made for them, and that is really nice. And I know that sometimes that it can be annoying, but it does keep you having your personal time separated from your work time. So if you have a job similar to mine where you make your own work hours, just make sure that you are maintaining consistent hours and not overexerting yourself. Another tip is get out of the house. When I first started working in my remote positions, I was like waking up in the morning, doing my little routine, working throughout the day, and then, you know, spending some more time on my couch or cleaning or doing whatever I needed to around the house. And then I was like, holy crap, I haven't left my house in 4 days. So now I make it a point that when the weather is nice, I go for walks, I go to the gym, I go run freaking errands that I don't even really need to do just to get out of the house. I swear I go to Trader Joe's twice a week. And honestly, that is more for my mental sanity than even the fact that I need to run errands. Just make sure that you are getting out, getting some fresh air, going and hanging out with friends, going on a date night if you're in a relationship, spending time with family, really just anything to get you out of the house. Like I was saying earlier, when you're working from home, it can be really hard to separate your home life from your work life, and doing that is so, so important. And now, last but not least, I think the biggest thing that is so, so important to me is getting enough sleep. Now, I know that there are all different types of people out there. I am the type of person that if I do not get at least 7 hours of sleep, I am a monster. The next day, I'm in such a bad mood. I'm so groggy. I'm so tired. But there are also people like my boyfriend, for example, who this man can literally sleep for like 3 hours and act like nothing happened. The harsh reality of it is your body is not going to function as well, and your brain isn't going to function as well whether you think that it can or not if you don't get enough sleep. Not only is sleep so important for your physical health, but it's so important for your mental health, and overall it will make you more productive in the long run. So get your sleep, get those Z's, set an alarm clock for when you need to go to bed if you are one of those people that all of a sudden you blink and it's 1 a.m. and you're like, oops, I have to be up in 5 hours. I think that that is all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble about all of my work from home tips. Like I said, I've been doing this for a few years now, and I just wanted to compile what I think is most beneficial and the tips that I give people that I'm friends or family with that have recently started working from home. I think that these things are so important, so I hope that they helped you guys or gave you a few more tip ideas. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. Also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next one.